Well, welcome again, Taurus. It's Dodici here with your month of October 2022 forecast. I'm going to start the wheel rolling right now because it's an important month. This month, a lot of focus here in your sixth house of service with the Sun and Venus, starting the month off here in this what we call growing house, the house of service, house of work, the house of debt, and it has a lot to do with your health. We've mentioned that a few times over the past year or so. You've got to watch your health this time, especially with Jupiter transiting into this 12th house. The 6th and the 12th houses of your horoscope are fairly significant in terms of, monitoring your well-being and, just getting that life force pumping. You need to do that. And here that's all the more important because we see your ruling planet Venus very close to the Sun here in the 6th house. And what that does, Taurus, it actually burns up the energy of the planet that's close to it. There's a term for that. It's called combustion. And things are hotting up for you, and maybe hotting up too much, especially in that 6th house of work. So it's important to keep your eye on that, and especially with the moon swinging around here. Firstly, making contact with Neptune, which is the natural ruler of the 12th house. 12th house is hospitals, laying low, being infirm, being more likely to withdraw from the world. There it is there. A full moon in that 12th house, which triggers both the 12th house and the 6th house by reflex. And your ruling planet is involved in that. So I'd be saying this month to just really, really pace yourself. Take the time to give yourself a little bit of TLC. Don't try to do the impossible. And it could be because of this very powerful driving engine of your horoscope this month, which is Mars in your 2nd house. Mars is the planet ruling your 7th house. And it rules the 12th house again. So there we see that your drive to earn money, to make your mark on the world, to make an impression on others, may work against you, ruling the 12th house. So pushing yourself too hard. You see here around the 14th, that powerful connection with the moon and Mars as well. That can be very, very volatile, I might add. So take your time, don't push yourself. And here we see additional energy by the presence of Mercury, the creative planet for you, here in the 6th house of health as well. Now, mind you, the ruler of the 5th house, Mercury, rules your children as well. And that can have some impact on their health as well. So it could be that you're all caught up in this slipstream of craziness, pushing yourself, meeting deadlines, trying to get things done. And of course, if that's not done in a well-managed way with your scheduling, allowing enough time to get from A to B, time for each other and the family, then that's going to impact all of you very, very strongly. Now, I've got a couple of aspects here on the 18th, 19th and 27th, aspects to Mars here, which add more fuel to the fire. That's the Sun trine Mars, Venus, your ruler trining Mars. That's on the 18th to the 19th respectively. Then later on the 27th, that powerful Mercury trine Mars, which you'll see up here. The really, really big aspect that I want to talk about is the solar eclipse that's going to take place there in your 7th house. Venus makes its entry first into Scorpio on the 23rd, then the Sun on the 24th, and then Mercury enters later on the 30th. But the moon is going to swing in there first, and that's the new moon eclipse, the solar eclipse, which the eclipses are always taking place on that axis of the nodes. So the eclipses are very, very karmic, and right here we see the past karma point, what we call Ketu, or the south node, involved in this new moon solar eclipse in your marital sector. So big stuff happening there. You can see the huge congestion of energy here taking place after they've passed through, these planets have passed through this 6th house of service, health, etc. As I mentioned there, on the 30th, which is coming up, the movement of Mercury into this area. So this month is really still going to finish very much on this 7th house theme: love, marriage, partnership, how you handle that. And also you note here at the very tail end of the month, Jupiter moving into the 11th house retrograde with Neptune in this area of social activities. That's going to be more a theme for next month, as I leave you with that thought about, going back into your past, figuring out how you and your partner have been getting on. If you haven't got a partner, maybe going back, reminiscing over the past partnerships you've had and how you can improve your relationships as a result of this very, very important eclipse this month. I'll be back next month. In the meantime, don't forget to pop on over to astrology.com.au. Take a look at the rest of the transits for the month. There's more. Yes, there's more. Drop me a line if you wish. I always like to hear back from you. Don't forget to subscribe. Let us keep you in touch and informed on what's happening. And I'll see you here same time next month. Bye-bye now.